Good morning everyone. In this video I'm going to analyze the live price action for EU and DXY to see what opportunities may be available for today. You're going to see my analysis and my strategy, so if you're interested in those then please stick around. Okay, we're starting off on the daily. As always, we have EU on the top, DXY on the bottom. What's the daily chart showing us? Well, for the third day in a row we've closed as a bullish engulfing candle, right? There's a lot of bullish momentum at the moment, and price seems to be heading to make a new higher high above this old previous high here, which will serve as a good source of buy side liquidity as well. So very bullish, another engulfing day with a lot of bullish price action, and we have a buy side liquidity target just above. On DXY, however, that target is a little bit more below, so we may see some divergence in our future, right? So we'll keep an eye on that as well. But the buy side target above looks to be drawing in price, and we seem to have a lot of momentum over the day. Right, so far today we have taken a previous daily high. It obviously caused some initial bearish price action. I think it was during Asia, and at the moment, you know, there's not much candle body, so maybe it's a bit indecisive, but we'll see on a lower time frame. So that's buy side liquidity and sell side liquidity on DXY taken today, which may create a pullback, but it hasn't been successful at doing that over the last couple days. Of course, we've left behind these imbalances, which at a later date we might revisit, possibly after taking this buy side liquidity. So that's what I see so far on the daily. I think let's go down to the 4 hour and see what it shows. Right, on the 4 hour, not much has changed since yesterday, except for the 4 hour leg has gotten longer. So we've got a bullish leg from this low to this high of today. Okay, so all of this would be my bullish leg. We have plenty of imbalances in it, as you can see on the daily. So we have our discount in this area, premium in this area as shown by the fib tool, and I've drawn it out also on DXY just to show our premium and discount there as well. We can see how close that buy side liquidity is, and we can see that we had that temporary bearish behavior after we spiked above the previous daily high for buy side liquidity. So there's not loads to see on the 4 hour in my opinion, just previous daily highs and lows have been taken, and price currently looks to be coming back up to maybe sweep some more highs or head for this buy side liquidity. We are obviously within a premium, so just from the 4 hour, my bias after we get enough buy side liquidity, and if there's a switch, would be to do the counter trend trading short, right? Paying attention to the possible points of support, right, with those POIs. So it does scream short to me, but that may only come after these highs because it didn't work in the last couple of days either. However, I feel comfortable shorting from a premium and from a discount as long as the lower time frame shifts and the buy side liquidity is swept. So that's what I'll be waiting for, and then once we're in a good area of support, I can look for the with trend longs. So not much there. Let's go down to the 1 hour. We'll see what that says, see if that agrees. So on the 1 hour, right, we have different internal structure here. We seem to be creating these 1 hour legs but never pulling back to the discount, which shows the bullish momentum, right? So if I just go back to yesterday, we've swept internal sell side liquidity, bullish behavior, broke up to make that new high. Sorry, that was on Monday, overnight range, swept internal sell side liquidity again, broke above, made a new bullish leg again. So we've never pulled back to the discount so far. All right, so today again we have another bullish internal leg here from this low to this high. We are in the premium of that leg. We swept some internal sell side liquidity, which is Asia lows, and price is just heading for that buy side liquidity in those highs, right? I've marked out our discount POI on both DXY and EU in case price comes back to that, where I can look for support and possibly go with the bullish trend. Targeting, this is buy side liquidity above here, and obviously this ultimate target here, which may see more of a major liquidation of buy side liquidity, which may send us pulling back. Okay, so we may pull back before we meet this area, but at the moment we seem to have the momentum to go and collect this buy side liquidity. We'll see what happens there. Right, so bullish leg, right, the pattern keeps repeating, sweep of liquidity, new highs, right? So I'm waiting for the same thing but the opposite way at the moment, or us to come down, hold some sort of support level. Obviously the danger of this once we come down to these levels is we have many imbalances below that price may need to go to in those discounts, right, to balance out the market. So we'll see what happens there. So structure clearly bullish, just to reiterate, and we're in a premium, right? Waiting to see what price is going to do, looking for those possible pullback opportunities towards a discount, right? If we've taken enough buy side liquidity there, and we'll see what happens. At the moment we're looking kind of bullish. We'll see what the lower time frame agrees with us or not. We've obviously created some nice overnight trend line liquidity, same here on DXY. It'll be clearer on the M15. So let's go down to the M15 and see what that shows us. So here on the M15, I just want to discuss this long opportunity first. As I've been mentioning on the higher time frames, I am looking for that counter trend short, that pullback, okay, because we are in a premium, we keep taking buy side liquidity, and there's imbalances and POIs such as this order block with imbalance to draw price to the downside, to the discount. The only things that I have in conflict with that is we're near buy side liquidity target. This morning, to go with the Asia London cycle, we've swept below Asia lows, and then London Open swept Frankfurt lows, right, which gave momentum into the market. So we've got breaker structure. It's happening on the M15, but is more so clear on the M5, right? We have this structure here, right, and we've clearly broken above that. So you can see it on the M15, but like I said, it's very clear on the M5, but we can work with it here as well. We've got a 50-minute order block with imbalance left behind after sweeping sell side liquidity and breaking structure, going with London Asia cycle with a buy side liquidity target. The main issue for me is obviously premium and POI is drawn down below in the discount. But otherwise, I do see this as an opportunity, right? All I would want to see from here is price possibly pull down corrective. Maybe it will leave some inducement here, come to our entry, and then head toward that buy side liquidity target. So this would be an inducement around this area here above our entry, which would be sell side liquidity to get swept to sponsor the buy. It may or may not pull back, right? You can see there's a lot of momentum here. We've got that cycle, so it is heading for the other side of Asia. Now we did take previous daily highs, but we took that pretty much straight away as soon as that closure of the candle was made. So it isn't fresh buy side liquidity from today, right? Once this high is taken here, then that'll be nice and fresh, and then that'll be more of a negative. I'd probably cancel the order, but I'm definitely considering this now. So I definitely want to discuss that. We've got internal sell side liquidity sweep, break of structure with momentum, imbalance, order block on the 15-minute and M5, which is great when there's an M15 set up. And then now we may get a corrective pullback, right? We don't need a corrective pullback, but it's nice if you have one to go long, right? We're in suitable hours, but again, we have our negatives that we are in a premium. We have taken plenty of buy side liquidity over the last few days and left behind imbalances. So let's see what price does there for the moment. Right, so we've discussed that, and let's look at some shorts. So what am I looking for in regard to shorts? Well, multiple scenarios, of course. I think the most high probability one would be if price was to continue to make its way up to these highs. However it does it, it doesn't have to be exactly how this looks, of course. Sweep these highs, break down, break of structure below this low, and then we get up pullback to the lower time frame order block with imbalance to go short, right? So we would have order block with imbalance around here, break of structure possibly around here, inducement possibly around here from a corrective pullback, and we could set our order around this point here. Stop loss would obviously be just above the highs to go short to wherever your strategy tells you to go short to. Right, that's what that would look like. Of course, this would be buy side liquidity swept. That'd be a great source of buy side liquidity swept, breakdown with momentum, imbalance, order block, pull back to go short. Same as this, but much more high probability in that we'd be in a premium. We'd have a major buy side liquidity point that is now swept, and then we'd have our pullback to go short towards our discount. So that's the most high probability one. And of course that could happen a bit lower, maybe we sweep Asia and do the same thing, or if we break down from here, make a new lower low, right, break a structure there, and we may pull back to something around this point here to go short. So I hope that's clear, right? With this break of structure around here, we'll see if price wants to do that. It may be heading for that discount now, which would obviously invalidate this setup here, but this would be the most high probability shorts in my opinion. So I hope that was clear, and I hope that gave value. Any questions, let me know in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.